Good morning. Good morning. Yesterday, hello, I'm Melissa Eick. Yesterday, I saw someone had posted, excuse me, in a chat, good M/A/E. And it just took me like a second. Like, good, what's that now? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I thought, because it was a very international kind of Zoom meeting. And I was like, well, that's lovely. So good MAE. What are we working on today, everybody? What is happening? Are you working on something? Hello. Hi, Alexis. Hello, Carrie. Nice. Carrie, are you going to Tim Hortons? Because Canada. Makes me so nostalgic. Right. It is just barely still morning there, right? Alexis. Nice. Well, I thinking through, I got one of the projects that I was working on yesterday done last night during AllyDeatherage's live stream. So I'm happy about that. So let's just take a little look-see. I could probably count that done. Sort of. Yeah, okay. So I think I have an Etsy project that I can do, and I have a little graphic design project I could do. I think I could get those done, or at least well on their way this morning. Let's see. Of course, going to Tim Hortons. And then Truman. Good morning, good evening, good night. What's that from? Is that from the Truman? From the Truman Show? Truman, good morning quote. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen the Truman Show in so long. I mean, I wonder when it came out. Probably not since it came out. 1998. That's a long time ago. Okay. Thank you, Alexis, for the little flashback there. Nice. Okay. So let's see. Carrie is getting her coffee. A noble task indeed. Alexis, are you working on something? Are you having lunch? What's going on? Whoops. Oh, you got ahead of me, timer. I think I will I think I'll start off doing my thumbnails for, scheduling. Right, my thumbnails are done. I'm going to schedule out my upcoming live streams and get that all done. I think that would be a good use of my time this morning. Not napping. Oh, gotcha. Okay. You do what you need to do, right? Carrie says, I'm going to be working on my map this morning. Yeah, that's your big project this week. Nearly getting to the point where I can work on the cities in detail. That's so cool. I've never done anything like that before. Seems like it would be a really fulfilling part of building a world, and that it would really help define your story out a lot, I bet, huh? Like flesh it out or help you understand what your characters are going through in another way. That's cool. I love maps. So when I was reading Lord of the Rings, I would just pore over the maps in the books. Whenever I read a book where there's a map, I'm always drawn to it. Well, because I also will just look at a map when there's like weather in Oklahoma. I love them, and they're saying like what county or what towns it's affecting. I always pull up my map and I check it out. And then I always will just spend a few minutes like, oh, I didn't know that town was there. Oh, okay. Just like looking at the map, because that's just how I am. So I feel like I'm in good company with people who like to design maps for the worlds that they're creating in their fiction. That's cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this 25-minute sprint started, and we shall chat after. I don't know what happened to the timer. I think I accidentally clicked something. 1 second, let's back it on up. Start over again. Maybe it was running. I don't know. There we go. Okay, bye. Hello. I have my toast. Let's see. Carrie says, finally made it to work. So now to set up my computer and clean up my desk for the rest of the sprint. Fantastic. Got 2 more to go, Carrie. You probably need that. I got my sprints, my live streams scheduled for the rest of this month. And right now I'm working on the kind of the back end setup of my Etsy shop. Just making sure that that is all, optimized and ready to go. And yeah, just working on very, very legalish stuff, which is kind of fun for someone such as myself. Okay. I don't have a lot to say. I'm listening to the Office Ladies podcast while working, and it's been a great episode today. It's fun to not be editing my own podcast episodes because I can't listen to anything while I'm editing my own podcast episodes because I'm listening to the podcast. So it's kind of a refreshing change. When I am actively writing stuff, I can't listen to anything with words, even music with words messes me up. So taking advantage of this other time, different types of projects that I'm doing, and listening to podcasts while I work. And that's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and start up this next 25-minute sprint. If you all have more to say, let me know. Am I pointing the right direction? There we go. It's flipped over there in the chat. All right. Here we go for 25 minutes.
I realized that, so just as that sprint was ending, I found a really great, super helpful document for what I was working on. And I kind of forgot that I had unmuted for the last minute, is a gentle entry back from the sprint. And I was really happy to find this document. And I was like, oh, yeah, nice. Like just muttering to myself, because that's how I am. Excuse me, doesn't matter if there's anyone around, muttering to myself. I was very happy. This will be a real time saver, the thing that I just found. And I love efficiency. If efficiency were a hobby, scratch that. I think efficiency is a hobby, and it is my hobby. I think that it's no longer this theoretical thing anymore. I've definitely made efficiency a hobby. Come by it naturally, by the way. My mom, my cousins, we are all like this. Hi, Revillian. Richard, I think. Is your name Richard? I think that's what you said before. Sorry if I'm misremembering. Hello. Hope you are doing well as well. Glad to have you back. Yeah, we will have one more 25-minute sprint this morning. And then on Fridays, I will go for longer. Oh, I'm doing, I might as well announce it. That might be too grand. I'm just going to tell you. This Friday, I will be doing my usual sprints starting at 7:30 in the morning. But I am going to do, I've done this once before. I'm doing a mega meal prep day. You'll still have sprints as usual. I'll run those for everybody who wants to write and be productive in other ways. But I will be in my kitchen cooking. And a mega meal prep day is where I prepare a bunch of food at once, again, with the efficiency, and will create meals that will last me throughout the whole month because it just makes my life easier. The last time I did this was, I think, the first weekend of April. And so everybody was doing Camp NaNoWriMo. And I wasn't sure how it was going to go. It was kind of an experiment. And it was so fun for me. And I ran sprints for the people who just want to sprint. But then some people enjoyed hearing, if they left their speakers up, I would not mute during the sprint. I would just do like ambient cooking sounds. And so people have the option to mute that out, of course, if that's not their thing. But I really wanted to do another mega meal prep live stream because after a couple of years of doing that, it was so much more fun. It felt like it went way faster. How did it go faster? I mean, I was pausing to chat with people, but I think because of the sprint nature of it, I would really concentrate on what I was doing for whatever that time frame was. And then also it kept my energy up because it felt like I had friends. I mean, I basically did. I had friends who were hanging out with me during it. And it was, instead of being like just dog tired at the end of that day, because it takes a long time sometimes, depending on what I'm cooking, I was so energized and happy at the end. So that's what I'm going to do Friday morning. So it'll probably go for longer than 4 hours, just based on how mega meal prep days usually go. That's the plan. I got my groceries, my huge grocery order placed last night. I'll go pick it up tomorrow, and Friday morning we'll do it. Okay, there's my little announcement.
Oh, good. I'm glad I remembered your name, Richard. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. Carrie says, I'm like blocking my whole face with it. Carrie says, just spent the last 5 minutes realizing that my desk area is piled with paperwork and random stuff as I am on the last few days of school. And paperwork no longer shows any importance. Oh my gosh, when's your last day? Like, is this like your last week of school, or do you have a few days next week as well? Oh my gosh. And then how long is your summer? Like, let's see, we're in June right now, so maybe 2 months long. That's excellent, Carrie. Just in time for Camp NaNoWriMo in July. Wonderful. Can't remember where I was last time, but sent to my beta readers on Sunday. Just gone, so now working on little things to keep me ticking. Okay. Wow. That's a big deal to send that to your beta readers. Have you done that kind of thing before? Have you sent your writing to beta readers in the past, or is this your first time doing that? Either way, what a huge step. And now you're just kind of like tapping, like drumming your fingers. What am I going to do now? Okay, that's really cool. When I finished my podcast for the season last Tuesday, and it was pretty much the rest of the week, I was like, I don't know what to do. I was so focused on that task. Even though I knew what I wanted to do next, it definitely took me a few days to kind of come out of that fog and then kind of get my surroundings, get my bearings, and then dive into the next thing. Oh yeah, I remember you being there for the mega meal prep day, Carrie. Yeah, that was super fun. It was fun for me. I'm glad it was fun for other people. I have outlined the next one. Oh, it's always going to be a duology. No, this was your first time sending to beta readers. So I'm not very nervous. No, I'm totally fine. Zero nerves. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, last day with the kids is this Friday, marking day. Monday and Tuesday, high school students have, wow. When you mean you're in the last days, you are in the last days of the school year. That's wonderful. I mean, I feel like you're really, really passionate about your job and you're happy to be doing it. I totally get that. I'm that way with my job. But then when you get a break from it, it's nice, you know? Teachers definitely deserve a dang break. Teachers go back mid to late August and students come back first day after Labor Day. You know, that's interesting. It used to be like that in the US. And now kids are going back to school just earlier and earlier in August. And even when I was a kid, my mom said we would never start school back before Labor Day. So I think that's nice, Carrie. I obviously don't want to start properly writing in case I need to make lots of changes. Right. Oh, sure. So this is the first book in your duology. And so you don't want to even start, if I'm understanding you correctly, you don't want to start working a ton on the next one because changes that you might decide to make in the first one could really affect the second one. That's what I think you're saying. Let me know if I'm wrong. Still got 4 weeks here. Oh, you start back in September. Right. Okay. It's like shifted a little bit. Gotcha. I have never been more excited for a break until this year. Okay, great. I'm glad you're getting it. Well, I mean, teachers have been through it. Teachers have been through the ringer. Teaching is already such it's just such a, what am I trying to say? Like a job that takes so much dedication in so many different ways. And then basically getting the world's children through a pandemic. Oh man, should give you a longer break for that. I know that's not how it works, but if only it were. When I worked in the UK, okay, didn't finish till mid-July. Okay, I see. I have 2 people who are teachers. 2 of whom, one of whom was previously also a teacher in the UK. That's fun. I love it when things like that work out. And you wouldn't expect it and then and it's just a big community. Did any of that make sense? I like it. I like bringing people together. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up this last 25-minute sprint before I will have to, when we wrap up here, I'll have to take off for the office pretty soon after we're done. So let's get to it. I'm making good progress with what I'm working on. I don't want to put the pressure on myself to get it done, but I also kind of want to put the pressure on myself to get it done because this has been on my to-do list for a while. Let's see what happens. All right. I'll talk to you after 25. I didn't quite hit with the jazz hands, but I got real close. Wow, this felt like a good, for me personally, like some good sprints. I got a lot of progress made. I actually think that I could consider this project that I've been working on. Well, I need to spend a little bit more time with it just to make sure I have all my bases covered. I'm a lawyer for a reason, working on like some policies and stuff. So, okay. But oh my gosh, did I make such good progress on it. And I don't know if I'll be able to spend time on it this evening. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, I would say probably over the next day or two, I should be able to finish it. And that's a big item on my to-do list that I would like to have done, and it will be done, and I will be happy. My neighbor has been gone for a few days, and it's been so quiet. And I noticed that he was back last night, and now at 7:20 a.m., he is out mowing his lawn. And I know a lot of people are up, but it's like, it's a little early, pal, but that's just what it is. Anyway, very fun. There was a lot of, I'm not going to go through and show all of your conversation, but I'm so glad. I love that you were able to chat about all of this and your respective experiences, teaching in the UK and then Carrie teaching in Canada. I love that. I'm glad that you got to have that conversation. I will show this. Hello, Yaza. Nice to see you. Oh, I think, did you get a new little icon thingy? Or maybe I just never posted it big enough for me to be able to see, like showed your comment. But I like it. I like the little pink duck. Good to have you here. How's it been going? But yeah, Carrie and Richard, I'm glad that you were able to connect. Oh no, I mean, listen, no education system is perfect. I have lots of teacher friends. I have teacher friends who teach in the United States. I have a teacher friend who has taught in a couple of different schools in different countries in Africa. I have teacher friends in France. So when you're in it, it's easy to get cynical because you see the children, the kids that you're trying to help, and then you see all of the policies and things that and how those sometimes seem to contradict each other. So no worries. Teachers handle a lot. Teachers handle a lot of different levels. So no, I'm glad you all were able to have a good conversation. And then let's see, Alexis, on the final unit of this math section that you are working on, right? I too hope it doesn't get harder from there for you. All right. Well, it's 7:20 a.m. It's time for me to switch over. And if I leave at 7:30 this morning, I'm going to have to drive through rush hour. So I think I'll just work at home for the next 30 or 40 minutes so that I can miss that traffic. But this was good. I felt like it was very productive. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to everybody who joined. I loved your chat conversations, and I hope that you got a lot done as well, or at least found some company. And I will see you all another time, hopefully. I'll be streaming Friday morning starting at 7:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time. And everyone, have a wonderful day. Bye, Alexis, and goodbye, everyone.